Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tommy NC2010 here with my bodyguard and the one and only Judd from the Bait and Sketch Show. This is Raw Reactions, and we're also going to talk about the amazing win tonight by Kevin Owens and his title win, and my opinion on the most epic showdown of the century. We're going to be arguing back and forth with Judd, and my opinion is Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental United Championship of the world. What do you think?
Intercontinental. That would require someone to win the Intercontinental Championship first, though, wouldn't it? Your booking is like, no, I'm serious, because like neither of them. Brock Lesnar doesn't have any championships. It's just Owens who has one. So how does the Intercontinental title factor in?
Well, no, the new title, the what is
it? Universal Championship.
Yeah, that red piece of garbage that they have apparently that they think they need to replace the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with, and
well, they did. It's weird because they have like the WWE one, and then they have this Raw one. It'd be better if they had like this is the Raw Championship and this is the SmackDown Championship, and just call them that because that's what they are, right?
Yeah, that's what they are. And they here's what they need to do. They need to take that piece of garbage with the W on it and throw it in the trash. And they need to get Big Gold back, the Big Gold Championship from WCW, and use that.
Why
and
though?
they need to pull their heads out of the rear end and start actually legitimately making good storylines and be decent, And I think someday, legitimately, whenever Vince McMahon dies, I think Stephanie and Triple H are going to run WWE into the ground like WCW.
Well, hang on. You put a lot of stuff on the plate just there. Maybe we'll attack those one by one. Why do you think they need the gold belt from WCW back?
Because it was a better looking belt. It was actually prestige. Ric Flair has carried that title. I could think of multiple championship wrestlers that have carried that title belt. It has more prestige to it, and that piece of crap title that they call the World Heavyweight WWE Championship has no prestige at all. The spinner belt honestly had more prestige in it when it was here. Honestly.
Oh, you mean the one that Ambrose has? You keep throwing your terms around, Tom. I don't know which belt you're talking about.
John Cena spinner belt.
Yeah, but that was retired years ago. That was the worst belt they ever had. I defy you. No, that was the worst belt ever to exist. It was the worst.
No, that title had more prestige in it than this piece of garbage, non-moving belt, honestly.
That's kind of like the Harry Potter pictures that move. That always seemed weird to me. It didn't seem like a better thing, but it always seemed like it would skeeze me out.
Where do we go from Harry Potter to freaking wrestling?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, I was going back and forth from watching wrestling to talking on the phone, and I think Raw, I really just didn't, I was trying to watch Raw, but at times I got so bored watching Raw that I wanted to go watch a McJuggernuggets video. I wanted to go watch something else because I was just so bored out of my mind.
That is such a first world problem. You have no idea. That'd be the most first worldly of all problems. I was so bored with television. I had to think of something else to watch on television. But it was really bad because I didn't catch most of it. I kind of came in towards the end and I saw like Darren Young, and I actually like his work. So that was cool for me. And then I saw the Owens match. That's pretty much where I came in. What was the rest of it? What did the rest of it consist of?
It was just basically New Day trying to push this new diva wrestler in the WWE right now. And
Bailey?
Yeah, what?
Bailey, right?
Yeah, Bailey, I think that's her name. And I'm really upset because, I watched that pay-per-view, and Finn Balor wins that title, and I cried almost. I really did. It was just...
when Finn Balor won?
Yeah, Finn Balor. That was the demon... What is he called? The demon... What does he call his character?
I don't know. I know him as Prince Devitt. from back in the day, but I don't know. I don't know, but you don't seem like the kind of guy who follows like you didn't follow his career growing up or anything. Like you're only like did you even watch him at NXT? Like what did he do to make such a big impression on you? If you've only seen him since he's been on Raw.
I've seen bits and pieces of his career through, NXT.
All right then.
And what?
No, I'm asking. No, I'm asking. No,
Oh
because like
yeah,
I
he
saw
was the first
snippet.
ever young NXT World Heavyweight Champion.
No, I
NXT.
thought that was Seth Rollins. It was Tyler Black, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Finn Balor. Yeah,
Okay. And the
honestly, I presumably I really don't like
The demon reveal.
the Demon Revealed. Thank you for that, dude. Thank you so much. I mean,
anyone in the
okay.
anyone in the chat, if you want to correct who was the first NXT champion, that'd be very helpful.
Ah,
Anyway, where was I? So Gabriel Vasquez has says I'm out like 100 times. He keeps threatening to leave, never goes. And
yeah. I just, Raw to me tonight, I give it a 1, honestly. But the kid
She was the first NXT champion.
who
Quentin says Tommy's a big smart mark. He followed Finn in Japan and saw his work with Jushin Liger and CMLL. Just kidding. I added that last part. How can Clorox
Chad
bleed?
Dukes.
What?
Chad Dukes was the first NXT champion.
What the heck? I'm looking this up. I don't believe you. Because who
My
is that?
bodyguard just looked it up for me.
Yeah, that sounds like a right. First ever champion is Seth Rollins. I was right. First reign. It says Seth Rollins is the first guy. Then Langston, then Bo Dallas, then Neville, Zayn, Owens, Balor, Joe, and currently
Does
it's
the NXT title actually have value? Do you think, or do you
well, I
think?
don't. We'd have to watch NXT to have value to it. You'd probably say no, but I mean, I would suggest so. But I mean, keep in mind, I saw Seth Rollins like wrestle for 40 minutes in Toronto one night in a room with like no air conditioning before he ever made it to WWE. So for me, that's a big deal. And I saw Samoa Joe 15 feet away from me in Toronto. Like, and I've seen, and Kevin Owens I grew up with because he was, around the independent circuit here. And Nakamura, I've seen his work in like when Ring of Honor would do co-promotions with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So to someone who's like a fan of that style, I think it has prestige. Overall, I don't know because that'd be more of a question for someone like you who only really sees the main roster stuff. Like, what do you think of when these new people debut?
I think it's awesome. I think I think they're actually doing something good when they're putting these new guys out there, and everybody's like, "Oh, these people suck. Oh, this sucks. This is stupid. I need to put Big Show on there." And I'm like, "Yeah, Big Slow. Put Big Slow on there, and yeah, watch him get kicked around the ring a little bit, and then him knock somebody out, and then
Everybody heard that. He said Big Slow.
the, the Big Show. I do like Big Show, but that's just I've heard that nickname for Big Show a few times. Somebody said once to they said the Big Show. They said retire, and he says I have a couple more years on my contract.
Mm. Someone asked him going to the NXT in Toronto. I don't know necessarily. Uh, like I want to because it's in the Madame Athletic Center, which is a really cool venue for wrestling. I've seen Ring of Honor in there. I just don't know how the tickets will price out and if I actually want to do it because, Robbie, I don't know if I'm going to NXT in Toronto. Robbie, are you in Toronto? Go to the next Smash Wrestling on the 22nd of September. I'll be there when Progress comes.
Mm. Do you think character development's ever going to get decent in WWE, or do you think we're just going to have the same crap
But
that
you say
they're
every
bailing
time. But
out?
you say it every time. You're just an inherently malcontent, negative person. You always just think you can do it better. You love the armchair quarterback. You always have like either it's the end of the world, the sky is falling, or like Roman Reigns is the greatest thing since ET.
He
And
is.
like
He is. Roman Reigns is one of the best wrestlers in the WWE, in my opinion.
you are so high. He is one of the worst wrestlers ever.
He is Canadian, dude.
I never said he was Canadian. What are you hearing?
My
Is my
bodyguard is hearing your accent, and he's like, "Why does he keep saying hey?" And I'm like, "Dude, he's Canadian."
yeah?
Yeah.
That's it. No, that's the answer. Anyway, oh yeah, but that throws you guys, right? Anyway, sorry. Speaking of, one second, someone says tickets are already on sale for NXT. I've been wanting to go to a Smash show. Really disappointed I missed it on seeing Gargano's last show. Huge fan of him in NXT. Here's actually a tidbit. Last Smash show I saw, Gargano has the championship of their championship and of their organization championship of their championship. My God. Anyway, he has it and he's leaving, and they're like, "You have to defend it." And he goes, "No. Next time, I'll be above its time next month. I'll have won the Cruiserweight Classic," and then he lost it. He was just lying to us. But anyway, he's pretty funny.
Oh, jeez.
Hmm.
Uh, but I honestly, I've been watching the WWE Network, and I've been watching this sitcom for the Foleys, Meet the Foleys,
Yeah,
and I love it. It's hilarious.
it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. I thought I wouldn't, but it's actually good.
And honestly, like I'm just gonna say this. I think I know what's gonna happen. I think that basically the daughter of Mick Foley, she's gonna walk away. She's just by watching what happens in the show, I just predict that the Foley daughter is going to get injured, and then she's going to walk away and go back to modeling.
Mm, you think so? I never believed her too, eh? Like I never believed she was actually into wrestling. I thought it was just one of those.
She doesn't have one of those faces for wrestling,
No, not
honestly.
that. I just no. I mean, I don't believe that she's actually gonna follow through with it and do it. Like I always thought it was just like for the show. You know what I mean? Like I don't believe.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
since Mick Foley's son has been on the show, I have not been able to reach him. I tweeted him. I said, "Dude, what's up? We gotta talk." He has not tweeted me back, and I'm
That
like,
happens to me though. You say we have to talk, and I'm like, nope. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's the God of Tommy. You got to be like more pleasant. We got to talk. He's like, no, no, no. You got to be like, perhaps we can talk, and then he'll be like, oh, or like, I have, secret Dorito flavors no one's heard of, and I go, oh, that's interesting.
I have been putting comparisons. Okay, this is me being a wrestling fan, and no, I mean I'm saying I put comparisons against matchups against not just wrestlers but YouTubers. The first person I put out was uh, Harley Mornstein versus Pickle Boy Michael, and the recently I just tweeted out Ed Bassmaster versus Juke Squad in a match. And I said, who would win the fight? Who would win a match? And it's a toss up. With the first one, I said, with Harley and Mornstein and Pickle Boy, I think Harley could take it, but I think Michael, him being a Paul Heyman guy, because everybody knows it, that Michael works for Paul Heyman. He is his web designer.
Wait, who's the web designer?
Michael. Michael is the web designer for Paul Heyman.
Who the fuck is Michael? What are we
Pickle,
talking about? What is Pickle?
Angry
Where,
Grandpa.
where, where have we gone now?
I'm talking about matches. I was talking about comparisons. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, that makes sense then.
If you look at
No,
if
it
you look at
doesn't,
my
but
Twitter, you could see I've been tweeting out
yeah, ridiculous
YouTubers.
things.
Huh?
Yeah, it's absurd. You should really stop that. I was gonna mention that to you.
Why
Like
should
I'd
I
be
stop that? I'm not.
because it's so cringy, dude. It's so like reeking of pay attention to me. I'm just gonna tweet a YouTuber I think is important, and like I'll see if he retweets me back or whatever.
I just thought it'd be kind of funny.
That is kind of funny. I don't know.
Mm, but I had to say, I I was kind of bored of Raw tonight, except for the ending, when Kevin Owens won the championship.
That was pretty good.
And his real name is Kevin Steen. That's, his real name. The WWE decides that, I think it's interesting whenever a person walks into WWE and Vince McMahon looks at him and he's like, "What's your name? Kevin Steen?" "No, you're Kevin Owens. That's going to be your new name. That's your name. Kevin Owens."
I like how your voice for both of them is the same voice. Anyway, that's cool. No, Kevin has like a super thick accent, like French Canadian. He's a good guy. But yeah, it's weird though that some guys, I don't know what the process is, like why they feel to change some people's names and why others and not others.
Like, for instance, yes. Bryan Daniels, known as Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson. Yeah.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, not with me, no.
Mm.
You're talking about Daniel Bryan, Bryan Daniels.
Yeah, bro. Hey, watch the language.
It just sounds like mumbling to me, but what do I know?
It's because I'm all the way over here.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
I asked him to scoot up, but he was,
I'm lazy.
He's lazy.
Compelling. Yo, did Dunkin' Donuts come out with chicken and waffles or something?
Yes.
Yes.
How is that?
So good.
Darn. I wish I had.
Yeah. What was it? A while back ago, Judd sent me some authentic Hortons coffee, and
Tim, yeah.
Tim Hortons coffee, and it was delicious, truly good quality stuff. But
It's
what
awful
Judd wanted
coffee.
me to send him was some cereal, which I still need to do that. I still need
You
to
know
send
what's actually happened, Tommy? You've taken so long that now the cereal has been a limited edition run in Canada, and I've managed to get it. You've actually like beaten out time, and now I've managed to get it just by waiting. So, congrats. It's don't worry about it. It doesn't taste very good. I found Tricks like at a store here. It's not the best at all.
Tricks are for kids.
Dude, I can only imagine kids being the ones dumb enough to eat that shit. That like it is awful. Not even like awful and like a good like it tastes like sand. Like it doesn't have any flavor to it. It just tastes like molecules and nothing. Like for 5 seconds it tastes like Fruit Loops and then it's just nothing gone. Whereas like Fruity Pebbles has much better, taste as does Fruit Loops, as does other cereal. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is so hot in the studio.
Because I'm here.
And you have no fans. That was an oversight.
Yeah, no fans. No fans.
Not even 100 here.
100,000 actual fans, but no physical actual fans. You should get one of those Chinese fans, those ones where you like take it out of your pocket and like a southern fop and just be like, I say, like, foghorn leghorn and just fan yourself.
More like a Louisiana accent with it sounds like you got some molasses in your mouth and you sit there on the side with your big jug and you kind of have a stutter and this misimpediment and you talk about the days of old time. And I say, son, I think that I need myself some good spitting tobacco because of what?
Spitting tobacco?
Never do it again.
No, do that. No. Do that every time he talks now. And when people ask what's wrong with your voice, just be like, that's how I talk. Or whatever. What are you talking about? No one sell it. Everyone act like there's nothing wrong with Tommy's voice and he's always talked this way.
There's nothing wrong
No, I'm serious.
with it.
My allergies have just been killing me this week.
Oh, that's not the only thing I said, Phil.
Oh yeah.
A man who doesn't know how to uncapitalize his letters or use proper punctuation says that all people that can't speak properly need to be killed. I assume that he's referring to
I
himself.
never said that. Who said I
I
said?
know someone in the chat, and he goes over the top. Oh, I get it. That's a snake guy. Oh, I remember now. There's just
Yeah.
people who Cobra Command or whoever you're in fights with.
Oh
I
jeez.
couldn't even put my head on it.
But honestly,
I'm not doing.
I like Owens, but I hate Lesnar. Also, another fact is here's a big fact: how the fact that Roman Reigns can get suspended for using steroids, and then Brock Lesnar goes into the UFC and then beats the crap out of somebody, and then gets out and they test his urine, and then find out he's been positive for steroids.
You know what I was younger, I used to think about it. Like when I used to test urine, I thought they used to drink it.
Really?
That's it. Like it has that sweet taste to it. Like if it has like a really tingy sweet taste to it, then you're like on super high drugs, and then like if you're perfectly fine, it's just like sour and mellow. It's just like, ugh.
No, they go to a doctor for that, dude.
When I was like 7 at the time,
Wow.
I got my first like drug test because my doctor thought, or the nurse at the school thought I was on a bunch of drugs because I was like super hyper. There's like, oh, we just gotta piss test you because you're way too hyper for a 7-year-old. Like, how can you be way too like for a 7-year-old? That's impossible.
Basically, he was tested, and they thought he was too hyper, and it's like the scene from Uncle Buck. It's like she's too joyful, and then he's like, "Excuse me, she's too what? Do me a favor and have a rat chew that mole off your face."
Ooh.
Yes, that's what he says to her in the movie.
Oh, that makes me think of that mom.
Wow.
I'm corrected. Apparently, Roman was suspended for Adderall, not steroids. Anyway, but the point being, we're both against and Lesnar wasn't like Adderall or something like from cough syrup. He was taking an estrogen blocker. Like you take that at the end of your roid cycle to counteract any of the negative effects of it.
He was using steroids. He was
No,
using
it's obvious.
steroids.
It's plain as day. If no, I didn't do the toxicology reports, but if what I've been told is correct, it's obvious he's doing roids, and I don't understand how. I understand like wrestling isn't a real sport, but I mean, for UFC, he's been banned for 2 years. Why is not a lifetime ban?
But why is it he gets in trouble for that and he comes bobbling back into WWE and Vince doesn't blink an eye on it? It's just like
Money,
what?
money. It's money, dude. Everyone speaks
That's
Visa.
bullcrap. It's like any wrestler could get in trouble for getting tested for steroids, but I tell you what, in a couple of years, watch it. If his heart explodes and it comes back testing how Brock Lesnar died, and it said that he had heart issues, his heart exploded from steroid use, and we'll all know the truth that Brock Lesnar used steroids.
I got a question for people in the chat. What do you think of that? Like, do you guys care that a guy who participates in a fake sport is on steroids? Do you think it matters? And do you think the ban for UFC is appropriate of 2 years?
And
do you think
also another thing is look at the history of WWE and WWF. Oops, we're not supposed to say that anymore. We're supposed to say WWE.
I think they still say. I think they say that now. They've started doing it on like the some of the historical shows on the network.
It
They mention
aggravates me
history.
when they say WWE, and I'm like, you stupid monkey. Say,
That really bugs you. There's someone who woke up today without their legs, and they've had legs every day of their life beforehand, but you're upset because someone can't say WWE? I mean, it's not the end of the world, dude.
No, I'm saying WWF correctly, and then it's like, apparently it's like, oh yeah, let's forget that WWF even existed.
Mm. I just don't like the editing in it. The edit is always like really fast and sudden and catches me off guard. But
Yeah.
that's a minor point. Who do you want to see Lesnar, not Lesnar? Who do you want to see Owens fight in the chat? Not in the chat. Yeah, from the chat. About Bleach. I want to see him fight Clorox Bleach. No, those in the chat who do you think Lesnar, not Lesnar should fight, and who do you think Owens should fight? And Tommy, who do you think they should fight? Who should be his next feud? Against who?
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry against Lesnar, apparently.
That'd be actually pretty cool. I would like to see them get
They fought
what's
each
his
other.
face in.
They actually fought each other at one point. No, wait a minute. That was Lesnar and Big Show.
Didn't he injure? Wait. Didn't he injure? Correct me. This is a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
But
F5'd
didn't he injure him when it was A Train or him? He completely dropped him on his face.
Yeah, I think that was Lesnar versus Mark Henry. Excuse me. Sorry. But
anyway, all right then. Mark Henry would be cool. I mean, it's Lesnar versus Samoa Joe by Robbie. That's cool. That's a good idea. I could see that. Yeah, Joe versus Lesnar, or I'd think maybe Clorox Beach says Clorox versus Brock 2016. Osama bin Laden says Jack. That's impossible, sir.
I still want to see. I still want to see
But
Owens
very.
versus Lesnar.
No, because like here's the real thing. As much as I like Owens, and like for real, I've shaken his hand and had pictures with him and whatever. Like he's not, you know what I mean? Like no, like I met him outside, and so I'm a bit biased, and I've seen his work from very close. But he isn't the most like cardiovascularly superior wrestler, right? So him with someone like Lesnar, who also gets tired fairly quickly, it's not.
I've noticed
I would want to see it.
halfway into his matches, he gets tired, and you can see it in his face. And you're just like he's a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute match guy. That's all Lesnar is.
What's it? And then it only uses a couple of moves now. Like he used to bust out way more back in his earlier days.
He's
And
getting
now
too old.
well, no, it's just his that he suplexes people, and that's it. That's his character is the
He
suplex
needs just
machine.
to retire. Like
No,
honestly,
not this. But he needs to evolve, I think. Like I like the inclusion of suplexes, and I like the idea that he's doing MMA style elbows on the ground. And
okay, Lesnar to me is like a high price hooker, in my opinion.
what the most masculine streetwalker of all time, Tommy. Like Jesus. What woman who looks like that? What in the barely human.
There's some women that are so muscular that you would be afraid to even lay down with them because you would afraid that
I
they
forgot
would
you. I
break.
forgot you live in the mountains of North Carolina. I forgot where you come from. Anyway,
Well, most of the women up here have beards.
nice.
I'm not even gonna argue with that. He's not lying. A lot of them have beards.
Or mustaches.
For the North Carolina ladies out there who don't have beards, I love you.
Free. You are free.
You're fine. We love you.
Here's a free I love you coupon.
We're single, just so. Somebody does it.
It is hot in here, dude. This studio light is hitting me directly.
That's not about beards.
Yeah, but Tommy, it's not like someone else made the studio. You set this up yourself to directly beam into your eyes. So like,
I can imagine how Conan O'Brien feels. Those big studio lights pointing down at him as he's interviewing his guest.
Junk Drawer Videos wants to know if you are a lady with a mustache, Tommy.
Yes, Tommy.
No, I am not. I'm a dude.
All right then.
Oh, jeez.
We're gonna get through this, eh? I came in with like one question. Steroids, we did that one. What about and then Owens feud? I think that's it. Why do you? Oh, that was the last one. What about Triple H? Why do you think he's back? Why did he? What's his like? What's the next storyline going forward? Because I don't understand why he returned.
It's
Like,
just like I don't know. I think he just got bored and he was just sitting in the back. And then I think Vince said, "Hey, you need to get out there." And then he's like, "Okay, okay, Pop, I'll go out there."
okay, no, I mean no, but I mean, I mean like from the storyline perspective, obviously, because you know,
Well, no, that's my
like
that's the way
what's yeah, like no, because like wasn't because he was in charge of everything beforehand, right?
yeah, he is.
But what's his relation now that the two shows have different owners? Like, did they ever explain that part? Maybe I missed something.
I think it's just Vince McMahon is holding the reins here. Like no one's different owners. It's Vince behind this puppeteer, this whole deal, and it's anytime you look at the situation, it's Vince holding the reins. And my question is, when Vince dies, who's gonna take the reins? Is it gonna be Stephanie? Who is it gonna be to take the WWE reins? And no one truly can fill in Vince McMahon's shoes. Honestly, those
Uh,
those.
Nick99 says, guys, I think John Cena should fight Kermit the Frog, then have Trump save him, and boom, we have Trump. Then have Lesnar fight Trump.
You know what? You
That
know what you're gonna see. Honestly,
oh, this never ends well. What do we honestly need to see, Tommy?
oh my god.
These ideas are always ridiculous. Continue.
Tommy, great.
Are you, dude? Are you having a stroke? What's wrong with you?
No. I just imagine John Cena and Kermit the Frog fighting.
Thanks, Nick99. You've killed him. Now he's having a stroke
Oh my
on a
god, that's
live
so
stream.
funny.
Junk. All right, relax. Do you think Junk Joe's video says? Do you think WWE's wellness policy has been exposed now that people like Paige and ADR that have heat are getting busted? Will they also turn a blind eye to Brock Lesnar? I don't know. I just think it's inconsistent and it kind of cheapens the whole thing
And
because
I honestly, to this day, I still say this. I think WWE is racist.
what? Whoa, where did that come from? That was nowhere on the plane of existence. All right, well, go
Yes,
ahead.
it is. Look at New Day.
But that's a separate
And
conversation. Big E was
well,
never
here's the
busted for
thing. Here's the
steroids or
thing.
treated unfairly
Look,
because of his.
okay, one of the best superstars is in the New Day, and that would be, and that would be, and that would be, and that would be.
What? Oh, you want me to fit it in? Kofi Kingston.
Yes, Kofi Kingston is one of the best breakout superstars of the century. And here's Vince McMahon seeing that Kofi Kingston has a shot at the WWE title. So what is he going to do? He's going to take one of the best breakout superstars and stick him with a bunch of sucky wrestlers that can't wrestle. And he's going to make him say a bunch of stupid things and make the stupid tag team.
Hold on. Andrew Bukovinsky, with maybe the greatest comment of all time, says some of your parents need to take away your computer privileges. I don't know. Struck me as funny. And he'll continue. But yeah, I mean, I don't know because he never struck me. Like Xavier Woods, I think, is the breakout guy of this. Like, because Kofi's going to wrap up his career and Langston might have a few more years in him. But I really think Xavier Woods is who benefits from this.
If you put the center guy from New Day, in a few more years, we're not going to see him. Biggie E, he might, his body might engulf his tiny little head. And it's funny to watch him come out, just like have no head and then like this gigantic body. We represent the lollipop guild, the lollipop guild, the lollipop.
Your dreams must be absolutely terrifying. Like
Huh?
the shit your subconscious must come to you with when you're not
The New Day
fully
is the
conscious.
lollipop guild.
This is why I want a new job.
I always think things will be fine, and then they always descend into madness. Tommy's like, "Oh, just a quick 10-minute stream. We'll discuss Owens, the title, and we'll get on." And then Tommy's talking about like Opinion on Bob Backlund, says Julian Torres. I remember Bob Backlund back in '94, and he was my favorite wrestler because he was so technically good.
Was Bob
Um,
Backlund the one that had what was it? Andre's hands around his throat.
no,
Oh,
no,
that was one of the funniest moments I've ever seen in the
no.
WWE.
Bob Backlund was like for a fan of professional wrestling. The fact that you don't know who Bob
A
Backlund is
new age fan of wrestling. I never followed it back then. Okay,
yeah, but still.
what?
Anyway, and he's currently on TV now. He was on TV tonight, like New Age. He's on TV. He was on TV less than like 2 hours ago.
Oh,
But
that's right.
anyway, but anyway,
Do you think
um,
tribute to that guy?
yeah, I think so. I think so because Darren Young was always stuck in this role where he didn't really have much. He had very good technical skills, but I mean, it never really got showcased because he was doing that tag team Rock and Roll Express kind of double drop kick.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, but like even like his move set wasn't indicative of what he was capable of, is what I found out. Now, but he's on his own and doing single stuff because of the Bob Backlund influence. I enjoy that. I enjoy that more fundamental based style, like actual wrestling. And I find that Darren Young is actually very good at that. Um, anyway, so I appreciate Bob Backlund's coming back. If that means he can continue, you know, doing that style. And Bob Backlund, I like his overacting. I think he's hilarious. Julian Torres again asks opinion on the brand split in general. Um, it was Bob Euchre. Thanks, Pixie Protocol, in the chat. Opinion on the brand split in general. I don't know. See, I find WWE has just acquired too much talent for its own good. Like Ring of Honor had some stuff going on, and New Japan Pro Wrestling had stuff going on. But now you have like what? You have Grand Metalik. You have like Mascara Dorada, running in the Cruiserweight Classic, and you have Samoa Joe in developmental. Like it doesn't make like I think they have too much stuff, right? Like so, I think either the brand split will allow them to do that and like help people out, like and use their talent properly because they're just like kind of letting stuff waste away. If you want my personal opinion, opinions in Impact Wrestling. The last one I watched was the one with Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy after they did the that goofy the one where they went through the table, not the final deletion, but the one just before that. Impact Wrestling, from what I've seen of it, it's actually whenever I never really watch it, but when I watched it, it's actually pretty good. Like no kidding aside, I actually think it's pretty decent. I find the guy Bobby Lashley's really good, and I find there's some other guy I think is good on there, and then the guy he fought Drew Galloway, I think his name is, very very talented. So I think it's Impact Wrestling is. I'd rather have that get bigger, where you can actually see people like Damian Sandow and other people who can only get to a certain level in WWE get to a better level in Impact Wrestling.
That's not going to happen because as long as Vince McMahon is in
Yeah, I
charge,
know.
he's just.
I
I'm
know.
surprised that he has even let Dixie Carter have as
Well,
much as he tried to buy. But honestly, that's the I like to say the other version of WCW, but it's apparently Impact Wrestling. I've heard. Never mind. I can't release that statement actually.
all right. Release that statement. Pixie Protocol says NXT is almost too good to be developmental now, but I know what you mean. NXT is like how people used to see Ring of Honor a few years ago during the Steen Generico feud. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. But like you're the WWE, right? And at least in Steen and Generico were at the top of the card in Ring of Honor. It wasn't like they're part of Ring of Honor's secondary show, right?
Mm.
Also,
Also, I
last
want to give a shout out to the Dead on Dave show and the Joe Cronin show. Also,
no, they're competing with us right now. Are you insane? No, forget that. Julian Torres says last question. Says okay, last question. You can ask as many questions as you want. Any chance on CM Punk returning? An opinion on SmackDown titles? I like. Yeah, CM Punk is never coming back unless
he's never coming back.
Except from 5 years from now when he does come back at the Rumble. He's coming back at the Rumble at one point. He is. He always does, just for like
You
one
think?
payday. I
No,
think so.
Vince McMahon
I think so.
hates.
No. He's coming back in 5 or 7 years. Anyway,
But he doesn't.
um,
But they fired him on his wedding day. That was the
yeah,
thing.
but like, yeah. Wedding day, wrestling, nothing's real. Like, just pretend wedding day. I mean, if they did, he's gonna come back in 5 or 7 years. It's
You
like
mean
he
when they're
killed
on
him.
TV? You mean it's only
No,
four.
for like a rumble shot. No. I'm messing around. But like for a rumble shot, I think he'll come back for a quick payday. Where was I? I'm just trying to keep up with the chat for a minute. Um, Opinion on SmackDown titles. Uh, I like blue better than red as a backdrop for things. So maybe it's just my like preference. But I think the SmackDown titles look nicer. That's just my opinion. What do you think, Tommy? Have you seen the SmackDown titles?
Um, yeah, it's the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Do you mean the tag ones?
Oh, you mean
Well, I like blue leather and stuff like that. Like I like blue suede and that kind of design.
mm,
Anyway,
I saw a glimpse of the tag team titles just for a bit on TV on the commercials for SmackDown
mhm.
Live. But sometimes I just find myself not wanting to watch SmackDown because I feel like it's just all the same thing.
Really,
Just
I found it much different. Um, I enjoy SmackDown more. I find it better. I would rather watch 2 hours of SmackDown than 3 hours of Raw. Robbie Mills asks, Tommy, I know that Adam Pacitti likes your videos. Do you watch WCPW?
I have heard about it, and no, I do not watch it, but I heard that yeah, me and Adam Pacitti are good friends.
That's where I leave this. No, but we're still friends. Um, no, I mean I should probably check it out, but whatever. I'll find it at some. We should do it at one. We should do it. We should do it live and have live reactions. Anyway, uh, Junk Jordan asked if I've heard Colt Cabana's interview with CM Punk. Yes, I have. And I know they did fire him on his wedding day. I just don't think. I think it'll be water under the bridge in five or
Well,
seven
yeah,
years.
he said that basically he was trying to get his paycheck
Yeah, and he couldn't
for
do it.
his toy sales, and
But I still side with WWE. Dude walked out and didn't tell everyone he's coming back. I'd fire you too, honestly. Like
I
just
don't
because
like
you,
the character, but I kind of do respect the man a little bit, but not the character.
sure. Uh, don't call me faceless Chad Fisher. Call me Sin Cara. Fit with the theme. Um, Pixie says I like the SmackDown tag titles better than Raw. So do I, but I don't know why. I think blue is a more preferred color though. When they do like the most popular colors of all time, blue always seems to like rise to the top. So maybe that's part of it too. We might all just be biased. The United Pixie Protocol says the Universal title looks like Nakamura's pants. Yes, it does. And yeah, it looks like his jacket.
Honestly, they should have put like a planet on it with a W on top of it instead of going with that.
Just
They should have.
um,
WWE is not creative anymore with their titles. Back in
well,
the
because
day,
they have to make them all equal, right? So they make one and then they make a replica for SmackDown. Anyway,
well,
Mo says when Trump is president, only Mexicans who wear masks and wrestle will be allowed to stay. I wish he was that cool, but he liked lucha libre. Something tells me he doesn't. Julian Torres says, "Do you honestly think the only way John Cena loses is because of his outside what?" That question makes no sense. But will he ever go heel? Uh, I've talked to Jimmy Corderas, the referee of 20 years, and he said because of his Make a Wish stuff, John Cena will probably never go heel, and I believe him. I don't think he'll ever go heel.
I honestly think that Cena could pull being a heel off because he's kind of comical.
Mm,
John
sure.
Cena is a good wrestler.
Yeah, I'm not saying he couldn't do it, Tommy. I just don't think he will. Right? I agree
Hey
with you. I think he could definitely pull it off, but I just don't see him doing it.
man,
But
I
I
think
could
I'm
be
gonna
wrong.
call it a night. But thank you so much. This has been awesome. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna call it a night? All right. Let's give one last thing in here. Robbie Mills says WrestleMania 33, Keemstar versus Scarce versus Leafy in a triple threat ladder match for the YouTube Heavyweight Championship. But you forgot like Tommy NC 2010 as the special guest referee. That would shake things up. Who would Tommy side with?
None of
The
them.
man he hates or the other man he hates?
I'd probably end
Or,
up knocking them both out and then climbing up that ladder and grabbing the title.
or like letting Alberto Del Rio win or something. Anyway,
But as always, folks, thank you so much for this raw reaction and this different kind of misjobbled show. And go check out the Bait and Sketch show on Wednesdays at 8:30.
yeah, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want something a little more serious for whatever reason, Tuesdays 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wait, no, not 6:30. Tuesdays 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. RadioRegent.com. You can listen live on RadioRegent.com, and you can even call into that show. So that'll be tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and on Wednesdays at 8:30, right here on YouTube, you can watch the Bait and Sketch show.
I may call into that show, maybe.
Sure. All right.
Keeping you?
Oh, wait. Pixie Protocol says Tommy does a heel turn and helps Keemstar after pedigreeing Leafy right after they made up in a pre-match interview. I'd watch that. Anyway, sign off, Tommy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. No, I think I'd turn on Keemstar also, and I would tombstone pile drive him into the ring, and then run up the ladder and grab the title, and then run out of the ring.
You wouldn't
And then
stop
right
to
before I
celebrate?
left, I would hold the title and be like, "Booyah! Stay positive."
That'd be pretty sick. Just because of the end line. Booyah, stay positive. Anyway, I'm going to go grab some food.
All right, have
right.
fun. Keeping you
While you
inside. Subscribe, support, stay positive. Catch you later, folks.